Right now. What happened? Right now.
You smell that? That's fire. Roll it up, lock it in. You're in the hole now. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Real ones only, now you already know. Jokes too raw, that's how we roll. Welcome to the madness, this fit got soul. Yeah, beam dango, been the spark since day one. 5 years deep, still blazing, still fun. That's cracking jokes that'll roast your whole soul. Might bring the farm gas straight from the phone. This ain't no safe stream, this a wild zone. Where your weirdest finally feels at home. Smoke loud, talk real, no sugar on top. Life's messy, we just make it hot. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Cannabis kings with the comedy flow. Day night giveaways, burn it slow. VH fake, it's the realest show.
Hey-o. Right now. I've lost my cadence. I've lost my cadence to that. Like, dude, we really needed to record to begin. Like, over time, it sounds so much different. Or or is it the mushrooms?
I think you're just hearing yourself over and over again, and it doesn't sound right anymore.
Right now.
I do gotta go record one of them.
What's up, everybody? Hello, Frankie. Hello, Denise. Hello, everyone. Denise with 50 stars. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you for all the shares, Jess. What's up, Shauna?
Anybody ever buy fresh mango pieces at the grocery store?
All the time.
It comes with this packet of pepper and lime and sea salt, right?
Oh, no, I don't get that.
You don't get it like fresh cut mangoes with this? Look.
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've always thrown that away. I was like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You know, I thought it was some Mexican shit. I ain't gonna put that on my mangoes. I like mangoes. They're good, right? But you never thought salt and caramel would go together either, right? So I threw that fucking shit on there. That shit's good, dude. It's sea salt, peppers, and lime. It's fucking awesome on mango.
Is it like a spicy?
Yeah, it's chili peppers, sea salt, and lime flakes.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Pretty fucking good. It basically peppers your. Look, this is what it makes the shit look like. See how it looks like it has pepper all over it?
Yeah.
It's fucking spicy, got a little bite, but then it's sweet because it's mango, so it kills it, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking good. It's really fucking good, dude.
My coworker's Filipino, but he grew up around all the cholos, so he puts like hot sauce and like pepper seasoning on everything, on fucking fruit, on. He buys these. You know them watermelon Arizonas?
Yeah.
That watermelon juice. He drinks about half of it and fills the rest of it up with fucking hot sauce.
I can't say I get that much, but I get it. It's good, sweet and hot. Like hot and sweet is fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to try it. I've never heard a white person say they liked it before, so now I might have to try it.
It's this. The seasoning is called Tajin. It's called Tajin. Tajin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess knows what I'm talking about. That shit's fucking bomb, dude.
Sriracha fruit. No. If that's Mexican, that probably says Tajín.
Whatever, Tahin, yeah, whatever it is. It's good shit.
That's that Tajin right there.
Like I usually, like I said, I usually just throw that shit right away. Like, what am I gonna put that on my fucking fruit for, right?
Yeah.
This time I was like, fuck it, you know, and I'll try it.
You can buy it in a bottle from Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, the seasoning.
My son would probably love it, actually. He has this, I'm convinced that kids don't really like spicy stuff. That they do it.
Now y'all, yeah.
Like, he loves, like, fucking flaming hot Cheetos and Takis and all this fucking spicy shit. But like, you could tell by his face, he doesn't like it. Like,
I'm gonna see if I like this or if I just like it on mango because there's still some in here.
Sriracha and watermelon.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good on its own.
You're throwing that on your pizza. I was big into spicy stuff as a kid too, but like when I ate it, it looked like I enjoyed it. Like, pizza got me shit in the screen door, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's not really spicy though with the mango. Because the mango kills it. It just gave it a good flavor.
Yeah. I don't know. Every time I think of those two flavors together, like my tongue doesn't understand it. That hot? You sweating?
Yeah, it's 90 degrees, like 98 degrees here today.
Oh, I thought it was from the fucking peppers. What do you mean this pizza got me shitting through a screen door? Never heard that saying.
It means you're shitting liquid.
Ah. Yeah, exactly. Like they like quick throw it in their mouth and chew it down and quick swallow. Like you're not enjoying it at all. They do it because all of their friends eat it, and they see older kids eating it, and they think it's cool.
Like, I used to work with a guy from South Africa, and this motherfucker, I shit you not, would take fresh habanero peppers and just eat them like they were candy. Like, not break a sweat. Like, if I had one seed touch my tongue, I'm burning up for the next, like, 30 minutes, right? This motherfucker is taking bites, like, eating them whole like they're fucking candy.
Yeah. I used to be able to do that when I was young, but now I can't do spicy. I like the hottest of the hot. The hotter the better. What's going on, STP? not too spicy anymore. But,
What's up, STV?
yeah. I don't even really care too much for like the heat of spicy food. I just think hot sauce tastes fucking delicious. Like most like
Yeah,
peppers and like things.
Yeah, it has flavor.
Yeah, the flavor to it, like the if I could get that flavor without the heat, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I hate hot sauce that's just hot. Like there's no flavor to it. It's just hot, and it like no matter like that's not good hot sauce. Good hot sauce has a smoky flavor to it, really.
Burger King's mild sauce. Fucking or not yeah, Burger King. Pizza Hut's mild sauce. Fucking perfect.
Pizza Hut mild sauce. I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's got to be the Pizza Hut wing stuff, like the one that does the wings too.
Okay, yeah, we don't have Pizza Huts around here anymore. They're shut down.
Yeah, I think like 80% of them shut down throughout the country. They shut down the one that I used to work at, and then just recently opened it back up. It's Doofus. What up, Doofus?
Oh shit, it's fucking hot out here today, boy. Yeah, I ate mushrooms, fucking finally felt like I was awake for the first time in months.
Sweet. Was it the mushrooms, or did you feel like that's you did the mushrooms?
No, I was feeling like shit this morning, and I was like, fuck it, by noon I'm gonna eat them, and I did. And then as soon as I ate them, I just felt like $1,000,000. I was like, hell yeah. Why do I always put it off, but like after I eat them, I'm like, why did I put it off? And I always tell people like, because I've told people to tell me it's no worse than having a beer if you weren't an alcoholic. It's just one. It's not going to kill you. Like that's literally what one lemon tech to me is like. Yeah, I'm feeling like right in my zone.
It's funny too, because you know it helps your mental health and everything, but like when you're going to use it for mental health, you're like, I don't know, but like you know it helps every time.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm afraid that it's going to make me worse, but it never does. Like even when I have a shitty, so-called shittier experience on it, I always end up happier on the other side.
Yeah. So you feel like you might be able to start heading in the opposite direction?
I'm gonna have to keep up my mushroom intake, but yeah.
You know, I keep seeing these commercials on my Facebook. I don't know what the company's called, but there's this company that does like a coffee. It's called Fuse Coffee.
Isn't it Rise or something like that?
Rise. Is that it? Is it mushroom coffee?
Yeah.
It has like lion's mane. It has like 4 different mushrooms that are supposed to be like. It says like the whole ad is for people over 40. Like they have a girl's version of the ad and a guy's version of the ad. They're like, if a guy over 40 starts eating this in 2 weeks, he'll feel like. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to get rid of all the bad liver enzymes and shit that you have. It's like it's nothing psychedelic, but it's all nutrient, like real nutritious. Lion mane's great for your brain and shit like that. Yeah, I've thought about buying it.
It might be worth a try. I mean, considering that like magic mushrooms work for your mental health, like it could be more than just the psilocybin helping you. You know what I mean? It could be the other stuff that are in the mushrooms yourself.
Yeah.
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 What up, Cider? You look like you got through that nicotine fit, huh? You shaved.
Looks like I feel today. $1,000,000, huh?
Yesterday, you looked like you were quitting.
We're good. Bad piece of pig and shit.
I'll smack a cigarette for you.
I didn't quit cigarettes though, so that wouldn't even be a trigger.
I've never even seen you use nicotine. What did you do?
That was the vapor.
Really? I don't think have you ever hit it on live?
All the time.
Really?
You
Wow.
probably always associated it with weed, though, probably. That's why you didn't
Probably.
notice.
Look at here it is right here.
Oh, and you were like a fucking vapor. Blowing clouds out that bitch.
Like it was a sport.
Putting holes in the ozone, dog. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
A question for you. Do your lungs feel dry? Like not dried out, but drier. Like, can you tell that they were wet the whole time?
Feels pretty good to me.
Every time I pick up vaping for a little while, I end up feeling like everything is wet from my lungs up through. Like when I cough flavors. Like, yeah, it's fucking. I don't really. And I started vaping again, and now I need to kick it. Like, it's just so easy when you don't want to go outside for a cigarette. Just fuck it.
See, I like smoking because you can take a deep breath and get the right mix of smoke oxygen ratio. With that vape, you just fuck that whole ratio up because there's steam involved now.
Yeah. It's funny watching people try to choke down the clouds for the first time.
It's easy to quit it. It's easy to just get a little weed one, and then every time you got a craving, you just fucking rip the weed one.
That makes sense with vaping. Like, you're just hitting the vape anyway.
Helps you kill it.
Vaping with cigarettes, vaping doesn't cure my craving at all. Like, it doesn't help in this. I could get the highest nicotine vape, and it's not going to help. It just makes me want a cigarette more, really.
It's that flavor and that mix of oxygen with smoke is what I'm saying. You don't have that steam involved. What's up, Ethan?
But it doesn't. The vape doesn't cure the like the routine. You know what I mean? The lights, the cigarettes, the certain amount of puffs. It's done when it's done. You're never done with a vape. It just keeps hitting. Like, you smoke that thing all fucking day. A cigarette, you know when it's done. Flick it, go back to work.
Yeah, but you get more, on average, people smoke more milligrams per day of nicotine through cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many milligrams is in a cigarette?
So in order to keep up for someone to smoke, like
a
on
cigarette
Freebase,
gives you an estimated 4 every time you smoke a cigarette.
My signal broke up. didn't hear any of that.
So every time you smoke a cigarette, you get a boost of 4 milligrams of nicotine.
Really?
That's why they tell you not to smoke on patches, because you have a steady stream of nicotine running through your veins, and then you boost it by 4 milligrams. You can overdose on nicotine real quick.
This is 100 milligrams in this whole bottle. So like, there's probably 1 million hits in that bottle. It's probably the equivalent of a carton of cigarettes.
Probably.
Yeah, 2 packs of cigarettes is about how much, like the equivalent of nicotine that's in this.
Well, you figure 4 milligrams a cigarette times 10 is 40. There's 20 in a pack. That's 80 milligrams a pack. That's
Pack and a half. Even.
two packs is 100 and yeah, you see it, yeah.
A pack and a quarter.
So the interesting thing about cigarettes is that where the cigarette contains in Canada, apparently they contain between 10 milligrams and 14 milligrams per cigarette.
But you only take in 4 milligrams.
You only absorb about 1 to 2 milligrams per cigarette. It says. It's interesting.
In the U.S. it was 4.
Let me ruin your bandwagon here.
Yeah, I went
nicotine,
Canadian, so we will have different.
Nicotine is not even that bad for you. It's highly addictive, and it is a poison at like higher levels. But like, really, that's not the problem with the smoking and vaping and chewing and all that stuff. It's all the other shit. But like, nicotine in low doses is actually it's good for the brain. It helps rebuild the brain. It helps you stay sharp. Like, when people quit nicotine, you'll notice your memory start to fade. Your ability to like have quick responses starts to fade.
That will never happen. I will be on top of shit always.
That's it. Like, every time I quit, I'm like, I want to quit cigarettes, but I really don't want to quit nicotine. Like, I enjoy the nicotine. I don't feel like I overdo it with nicotine.
Well, you can get patches.
Well, that's why I did those dips, the tobacco-free pouches, but they end up leaving like sores in your mouth and shit.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be happy without nicotine. I get my caffeine. I'm good with that. I don't need it.
I apologize.
Save a lot of money, man. Fuck.
You came into the live right after you quit, and we just spent the first 20 minutes talking about nicotine. I apologize.
You know what a bonus of smoking is? You know what the bonus of smoking cigarettes is? Lower COVID related health issues.
That's weird.
100% true.
I was gonna say, you know what keeps me from not getting sick? Going outside.
It's 100% true that smokers had dramatically less COVID effects than non-smokers.
Yeah, because the COVID couldn't get through the tar in the lungs.
And
I didn't get COVID.
Smokers don't get long-term COVID either.
I want to lose service here. A second.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes keeps gnats away. But the sweat, it doesn't matter if you sweat like I sweat, and that's say, fuck that cigarette smoke. You sweet. That's one thing I hate about me. I sweat like a motherfucker, and then bugs love it.
Smoking nicotine's a laxative as well. It makes you poop. You ever have a smoke in the morning and say, fuck, I need to take a shit?
Coffee does the same thing. Coffee does the same thing.
Yeah. Coffee does the same thing. It does for me. That's
Wake
for
up
sure.
in the morning, you drink a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette, then you go sit on the toilet.
Now, fuck, I get halfway through the coffee and I can feel that bead of sweat starting to form right there, right? And that's when you start contemplating, like, can I make it through the cup before I shit myself? It's like you stay still, right? And just enjoy the coffee. That's why people don't move. They're just stuck in that position, drinking their coffee, happy. You know, if they move, they're going to shit themselves. They're really just trying to finish their coffee first. Get the second one on the go while you're taking the shit. Well, that's wonderful. Yes. Shitting advice. Pooping advice.
You ever driving and you just see a butt that makes you go, God damn! I mean, you say it to yourself because you're a respectable human being, but like still.
What's up, guys?
God damn. Oh, that's wonderful. What up, cat?
Meow.
Did she even say hi first, or did she just come in and say, oh, that's wonderful?
She just came in thick of it.
Fire in the bean hole.
Like a combo when I joined. Yeah. I mean,
What's up, Pat?
Waylon wants to put a fire in your bean hole. Did you hear? Did you see that?
I didn't. My beehole is on fire. I had wings last night.
Sometimes you just gotta touch a butthole.
I got to do interviews tomorrow. I'm not excited about this process.
If I lived in your area, I would so come and get it interviewed.
You just interviewed me. I don't want a job. I just want to come get an
I
interview.
just roll it. Like, hey, bro.
You're not watching World Cup? No, I'm watching Two Girls in a Cup.
So I can say that for a good amount of North Americans, soccer is not the most popular sport. Like it is, but it isn't. It's really popular for the kids. There's a lot of kids that play this sport. It's cheap. You got soccer moms, you got all that shit, but it kind of thins out. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not being a dick. Nothing like that. North America is not as much of fans of football or soccer as the rest of the world. I can say
Yeah,
that.
but the reason they're having in the World Cup is all down here, right?
Yeah, and
the reason they're doing that is because it's a new generation. Like kids are more interested in soccer than football nowadays. Like kids, like American football and soccer, the attendance is up in soccer, and like that's what they're shifting everything towards. I bet.
I don't know, because I mean, all the kids I'm around are all football kids.
Watch in the next 100 years, soccer will be as big, if not bigger, than NFL. In the
In
United States.
America, I'm not sure, man. That's I think that's kind of crazy.
Being you're muted.
I don't see it happening. I mean, I don't know.
That's what they're pushing for. That's what this whole thing is because like it's been generation after generation of more kids interested in soccer than actual American football. Um, like and especially with the rate of CTE and all this shit that's going on, people are pulling kids out of it, and that's what
I was gonna say. Is it really the fact that more kids are interested in it, or more parents don't want their kids to go into full contact sports?
Well, it's a mix of the both. I even remember when I was growing up, it was shifting to a lot of kids. Like right after my generation, I saw a big boom in soccer, and then ever since then, it's been growing and growing. And like you even go into sports bars in America now, and they have it on all the time. So it is gaining popularity, and they're
I don't
like,
ever. I can't.
They're
watch
pushing
it.
for the next. They're not pushing for the next 10 years or 20. They're pushing for the next 100.
I'd say the only thing you see kids doing here is fucking football and hockey. It's just insane. You can't even get your kids in these sports because the teams have waiting lists and the leagues and the camps. It's mental. It's mental.
Yeah, but soccer has been growing exponentially in the United States.
I mean, it's big here, don't get me wrong, but it's exactly what I said. They get to a certain level of it and they go play in Europe or they go play in other places. It's not really that big here. Most of the time you see soccer played, it's kids. Like I've never, ever, I've lived in many major cities across Canada, and soccer's huge here, or football, or whatever they want to call it. It's actually pretty big. But I've never seen an advertisement, hey, come watch this game. Ever.
This is pretty interesting. There's recent popularity rankings, favorite sports in the U.S. 36 to 40% say American football, 17 to 20% say basketball, 10% say soccer, and 9% say baseball. So, like the American pastime,
I was just getting to that.
Is being outshined by soccer.
10%.
Hockey comes in last at 4%.
10% a major. 10% a major minority. Still.
But growing wise, which one's growing faster? I bet you it's soccer. That's the.
Oh, I know over the last couple of years what one of the fastest growing sports is.
Flat fighting?
Yeah. 100%.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to fucking say. That shit's gone fucking insane.
Yeah, I swear. Me and Cider.
Did you say cockfighting? You said
flat
fighting?
Flat boxing.
Flat fighting has gone insane over the last couple of years.
I think me and Cider share a brain.
That won't last.
I don't know, bro. It's fucking still cooking. Like it's kind of crazy. There's other leagues coming up.
All right, so we got context matters. The fastest growing sports based on these different criteria. Participation overall, people playing them. Pickleball dominates.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Right now. Youth participation, so the kids are participating in it, like in schools and shit. They got pickleball, flag football, volleyball, and soccer. With soccer leading, is what it says. So soccer is the fastest growing within youth.
That's what I thought. It's been that way for probably like 20 years at least.
Then you have spectator favorite sports. Soccer shows notable gains overtaking baseball, but established sports like football remain far ahead with slower relative growth. So yeah, I don't know why they said but when the question was which one has the fastest growth. Yeah, we know football's bigger, slower growth.
but they're pretty much it's tapped out, is what they're saying. Football's
Yeah.
tapped out. But well, it's not tapped out. They're hitting on other markets, or like NFL Europe. They're taking games over in Europe and shit. So it's not tapped out, but it's close to tapped out.
They've tapped the market here at least.
Yeah.
Because even though they're getting new fans with the younger generation, they're losing old fans to old age and shit,
Oh yeah.
or to marriage. Because
Ask the question. compare the fastest and the biggest play. Compare to how many kids are joining mixed martial arts, because there's a massive wave of that too.
I'd say there is more than there used to be, but I don't think it's as fast growing as anything else. Because parents don't want their kids to be in physical combat. Like that's why they're not putting them in football as much. That's why flag football is one of the top ones on that list.
Mixed martial arts is more older teens, young adults is who's getting into that.
Even like middle-aged adults more. Like there's a lot of more people like our age that are just starting out. Sure, yeah.
48, 47, get ready to turn 48. No.
Look at the fucking Joe Rogan sphere. I was just watching a show that one of the political shows that I watched yesterday. I haven't seen it in years. And I realized like I used to watch these guys 10 years ago and they were all skinny, just normal dudes. Now they're all fucking jacked. Like they all go to the gym, they do some kind of MMA, but they found it like later in life.
Yeah, I've got a buddy who's not much younger than me, like only by a couple years, that he could still get in the ring and tear it up, but I can't. He's kept up with himself through the years, and he's fought MMA, and he has gyms that he runs.
See, we're thinking on different wavelengths. I wasn't even thinking like actually trying to be a fighter. I was just thinking training in one of the disciplines, like not actually getting in the ring and fighting anybody. Because really, why the middle-aged guys are going to do it isn't really to learn how to fight. It's to get into get their body moving and do the fitness and.
Yeah, kind of like I did today with mushrooms. I ate mushrooms, went out and sat in my garden and pulled weeds. Like it was something to do to get me involved with the world.
You know what you should do? I just thought of it. Download TaskRabbit. There's probably a bunch of things you could do on there, like gardening and shit like that.
Bunch of fucking retards show up to do your fucking IKEA furniture. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, but Mesh could be one of them retards.
He'd be an exceptional retard. I would love for him to show up at my fucking house. I would. But most of the guys that come look like they're probably on some fucking sex offender list.
Wait, you use it? You've used it?
You know what? Like if somebody this is my problem. If somebody got me on TaskRabbit to come do something for them, I'm gonna show up at their door and be like, motherfucker, you don't know how to use YouTube? Like it'll show you how to do this job yourself.
I ain't putting this up for you. You're doing it. Grab the fucking hammer. What?
So I don't know where your information and what it's relying on or what you're getting it from. But I mean, there's like a 35% global surge on MMA enrollment for teenagers. Like teens crossing into teenage, because that's where a lot of people can compete in wrestling. And I mean, what is said to be the hardest sport on the planet is boxing. So it's like they're all MMA related sports. They're seeing a massive surge.
Well, that's what I said. They are seeing compared to their history. Like if you're only isolating out MMA and saying how did they do in the past and how do they do now, yeah, you're going to see a huge surge. But then you start to compare those to the other sports that are also growing. You compare them to the other sports that are also growing, you really can't say that they're growing at the same clip.
What's Gen Alpha?
I think that's the new generation, isn't it?
They're saying
Generation
that
Alpha.
Gen Alpha is probably going to pick up MMA and a lot of this. So like it's the numbers are going to be crazy. It's
Is
going
that
to be.
my son? He Generation Alpha. What age is that?
I don't know. I
That's-
don't even. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. I
That's
just
the
read that.
newest
It's the
one.
first
They
time
got-
I've ever heard of it. I don't even know what Gen Alpha is.
They just got the Z and they got to go back to A.
Why did they get the cool one? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. No, I got to interrupt here. That was a call from my mom. I gave my mom my 40 milligram gummy to give to my grandmother. I said, cut them in half. If she wants, because she said the 10s were okay, but she'd like to feel a little more. So I said, cut them in half. They didn't cut them in half. They gave her a 40. She's tripping out.
Oh
She's like,
shit!
she's having a good old time. She's laughing. She's like, it's all out there. Now it's back. Now it's out there.
That's hilarious. You tested actually registered.
That's
change.
awesome. Give her more. How old is she?
She's like 83, probably.
Yeah. You deserve a couple gummies at 83.
Yeah.
Bean in the
Loving it.
2013
in the
to
last-
2025 is Generation Alpha.
in the last 2 years, the amount of registered MMA teenage like kids in the 12, 13, 14 has surged 100% from 25,000. There's 50,000 of them. So it's like,
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like if you're
we're-
isolating MMA, yeah, it's blown up like way compared to how it used to be. But then what I was talking about is compared to other sports that are also blowing up by the millions. But it's
Yeah. But
It's
this
not
is
at the
going
same
by the
percentage rate.
regularly active martial artists and sanctioned US league frameworks. So it's like competing. They're competing. They're not just going to it because mom drops them off on a Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going up almost 100% on that competitive level. So I mean, it's interesting though. It's all interesting. I think what we can all have proven right now is that sports are making a comeback. And it's going to come, and the sports comeback is going to be different angles. One, like Mess is saying, soccer is going to come up the ranks, but you've got to look at one of the biggest streamers in the planet, and who has been one of the biggest streamers on the planet, and who has been influencing a lot of these kids is this Show Speed guy, and he is a fucking soccer freak.
Yep.
I Show Speed. His name is Speed. They call him for short. He's fucking huge. But he is he's a football soccer. He's a fucking freak at this shit. He loves it. That's his life. That and One Piece.
Mhm. 2025 to 2039 is Generation Beta. Beta.
Oh damn, that's a shitty year to be born. The beta year. Generation
Fucking
beta.
Beta.
Yo, does Alpha come after or before beta?
Before Alpha is 2013 to 2024. My son's Generation Alpha.
That's brutal that motherfuckers are gonna get the Alpha and beta.
What's 2006?
Or 2006 is Generation Z.
That's what my son is, a Gen Z.
Millennials are 81 to 96. Gen X is 65 to 80.
They're showing this DVD so we can hit this fucking 420 in 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
The baby boomers were before that, and that's what was before baby boomers.
The Silent Generation. 1928 to 1945.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, they just didn't talk much. They were out there working, you know. That was right after the Great Depression.
They were out there working. What do you mean they had people to work for them, but they didn't pay? You know what I'm saying?
That was it. 1920s, that was the Great Depression. People were fucking like eating their kids and whatnot. Not that didn't go that far, but
Well, no, they were buying the neighbors' kids to eat. They weren't eating their own.
you think Timmy would go good with salt?
the staging season and good old Timmy.
Oh,
I mean, slavery was pretty pretty big still in the States in the 20s, boys.
Man,
Slavery was outlawed in 1865, but a lot of people were still indentured servants, if you will. They had a debt to pay.
what I missed.
They switched it. They loopholed it, if you will. And I mean, this went on until upwards of the 1935s, almost the 1940s,
Wow.
until they started clearing that up. Oh, just the slavery in the
like
20s.
indentured servants, like they would keep the slaves that we provided birth. Like if a slave gave birth and then we provided medical care for you. So now you have to pay off that medical care. So even though you're not technically a slave, you still owe us money. So you have to work for us until that debt's paid off. Shit like that happened. The indentured servant clause.
That's
But
old tradition,
The
yeah.
thing is that nobody was honest about it. So let's say Mess is an honest man. He did his thing. People did, blah, blah, blah. They got to leave. People never left.
Well,
Some of these people would use that loophole. They'd be like, oh, no, we ain't done paid yet.
well, I mean, you could point to other situations where they definitely weren't honest, like fucking how Texas didn't even tell their slaves that they were free for like 12 years after. Like,
Yeah,
was it
yeah,
Texas that did
I
that?
got to imagine it 12 years ago. They told Abraham Lincoln that. So before he got shot, he said these words. I forgot to tell you.
Was it Texas? I know it was one of them
Fucking-
southern states.
That's fucking brutal, bro. No, this must have got backlog in the mail here. Oh, man. Oh, that's fucking brutal.
They said they didn't fire them. They just don't sign their. They just don't send their
Speaking of
paycheck anymore.
Texas, I've seen a post that is warning white people in Texas to stay to fucking their houses this weekend.
You know what I would do?
The civil uprising about this judgment. I don't know nothing about it, but there's a civil uprising, some judgment, and they're saying that the black people are going to be getting a little wild. It's probably best to stay inside. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I seen posts of whole black people saying, white people, stay the fuck in your house. If you come out, you're throwing hands. I'm like, what the shit is happening in Texas?
When you start hearing messaging like that about an event happening, that's when the National Guard is necessary.
Well, have you seen Belfast? What's going on in Belfast? Somebody, something, attack. Some people said that somebody tried to behead someone of a specific religion.
I heard somebody got
And
stabbed.
now
in the head, yeah.
all of Belfast is pretty much on emergency lockdown and this and that. They're burning immigrant fucking asylum houses. This, that. They're going nuts in Belfast. It's apparently fucking crazy there right now.
The whole world is going crazy, dude. Like,
It is. If you look around,
Like,
it is.
look at England. Look at England, London. Yeah, I mean,
When
America's almost the sanest place on Earth right now.
when you start seeing society go so far off the deep end, people start to uprise to bring back some kind of normalcy. When every day there's a stabbing on the fucking news, or somebody's getting shot at, or like fucking any. Oh shit! What's up, Waylon? When did you get up here?
How did I get here?
But yeah, people are getting sick of it. I
I
wouldn't
think
honestly.
what,
If that was in my city, I wouldn't take messaging like that very well. You better stay inside of your house in a free nation because of the color of your skin, or bad things will happen to you. Like,
Bro, have you
You know
ever
what
seen
that's
the
all
movie?
about,
wouldn't
Have you
take
ever
that
seen the
messaging
movie
very well.
Tremors?
I don't think Texans will either.
Bro, you ever seen the movie Tremors? where they got the little sandworms that eat people or whatever, I'd be fucking sitting on top of my house with a shotgun. I'd be like, oh yeah, come on, let's go.
It's good eating.
It's not.
Throwing Molotov cocktails to make noise.
Fucking A.
It's about
Fucking-
this Carmelo Anthony verdict. That's what you're talking
That's
about.
what
right?
it is. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
We got a tornado in Illinois right now. I don't know how far away it is, but big storms.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know much about the case or the trial or anything like that, but
I don't know. All I know is the kid's dead and someone has to pay for that. That's that.
that's the thing, and we shouldn't take that messaging lightly. We shouldn't allow people to just be like, "We're going to take over the city," and if you come out, even show your face, you're going to be hurt.
But it's like, it's a tough one because it's a case where someone's clean and clear guilty of something, right? But
Mhm.
all these people are triggered by the fact that an Asian man just got away with shooting a kid in the back or whatever they're saying. I didn't
it's
see
always
it.
the what
I don't
about
have
it.
the full facts, but one case is pushing the other, right? They're like, oh, the Asian guy gets off and then the black kid gets put in jail for 25 years. That's how it's being perceived, I guess.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to actually argue the facts in the case at hand. They always want to point to something else and be like, "Well, what about this? We're a victim now."
That's the unfortunate thing about this thing in Texas and the people that are being threatened and hurt is that somebody did wrong and they're going to paying for their wrong. There's no way around it. You killed
Fire
somebody.
in the hole.
They're dead. Oh, yeah, it's a 20. I literally, because I got talking. But I mean, someone's dead. You know, you've unalived someone. You have to pay a debt for that. Whether it's death or whatever is decided by your, how do you say it? Your peers? Yeah, no. Sorry to say it. You can't kill people. But then you look at the Chinese dude, and I'm sorry, I can't remember, Chow Young or something else. I call him by his name. You know, he shoots the kid who's apparently armed, who apparently pointed a gun at his son. So he shoots this kid like 3 times, I guess. And then he gets away with it. And it's just,
Oh yeah,
Deadly weapon pointing at
I mean-
somebody. That's,
of course. But I mean, the thing is, here's the thing though, guys. No matter the outcome, we don't know. You never know, right?
Here's
We don't.
here's the thing on the Carmelo Anthony. All right, this is the bottom line. You can play the blame game as much as you want. You can say it was the white kid's fault. You can say it was the black kid's fault. But when it gets down to it, both of them had something to do with the situation, right?
Oh, yeah.
So both of them had to pay a price. Unfortunately, the white kid paid the
One is
ultimate price
dead.
of his life. Now the other kid has to pay a price for what he did to the said white kid. I mean,
Yep.
the white kid's not around to go to jail over an incident. And I feel for Carmelo's parents, but they get to go visit his son. You know, they get to see him in 25 years. You know, I don't know what the situation was that led up to it, but a kid got stabbed. A confrontation happened. A kid got stabbed, and only one person was armed.
honestly, I didn't know anything about it for a while, and I kept hearing people talk about Carmelo Anthony, something like all this. I thought they were talking about basketball.
Yeah,
There's
there is
a
a Carmelo
basketball player. That's what I thought too at first. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the same thing at first.
I'm like, really? He did that? Threw away his career? Like,
It's like when
What from what the testimony and everything is, there was a rain delay, rain. There was a storm. They called the track meet off. Everybody ran to their tents to take shelter. This guy ran to the opposing team's tent, and they were like, "Man, go over there. There's your tent." And the guy was like, "No, I'm gonna stay here." Blah blah blah. got in a confrontation with him. I can't say what happened there, but
Oh,
they were trying to get him to go to his team's tent. He was saying it's raining. I'm not running out in the weather. He had a knife on him that he brought. That ended up getting used. The white kid got stabbed. The end.
shit.
I don't know if you guys know the verdict that he got 35, and also with the exception that he cannot get time off for good behavior. And
Oh, 'cause
the reason they did that is because he's 17, so the compromise was we're going to try him as an adult to get the full amount of years, and he can't have time off for good behavior. But the whatever the offer is, I'm high now. What the other side gets is no death penalty because they were trying to go for the death penalty, but since he's 17, they were able to. It was kind
They
of
don't have parole in Texas anymore, right?
I don't know. Is that where it was? Texas?
35,
Yeah.
35,
I know Florida got
45,
rid of the parole system.
7, 52 years old
Yeah.
when he
Now,
gets up.
now the other side of the story is that the white kids started the whole fight, and the black kid was defending himself with the knife.
I don't think a weapon is necessary to defend yourself in a one-on-one fist fight.
Nope.
I don't think a weapon is necessary when you're going to a track meet. You're going to a track meet. What are you doing bringing a knife?
So people in his defense that have been defending him say that the white kid was like much bigger than him or some shit.
That doesn't matter to me. Was there multiple people on
That's
him?
their defense of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Was there multiple people or was it just a one-on-one?
There were multiple people there, so
Yeah, but
It
were
was
there
a
multiple people?
confrontation. It was a confrontation. They were all under the tent, and this guy came, instead of going with his team to his tent, he went under the
Yeah, I
tent, the
But-
opposing team.
When the confrontation went down and they got into a scuffle, did everybody jump on him or was it just the one dude and him were scuffling?
I think it was just that. I don't think there was a big rumble. No,
'Cause I think
that.
when it's multiple people, you are justified to use a weapon. But a one-on-one, and I think you would have to be like in a position where like the dude is pumped, like you're in fear for your life, you know?
It's
To even brandish it, like to even pull it out, let alone get the opportunity to use it. Like, you can't just, somebody's coming at you like, hey, put him up. You can't just pull your knife and be like, get back, Jack, get back.
this is where I think that the argument
You
falls
can.
apart. People can't see, or people forget, is they were at a track meet. It started raining. They called everybody off the track to go to their respective team's tents where their belongings were. What was this guy doing on the track with a knife to go to another team's tent and then defend himself with said knife? Was he going to run an event with a knife? Think about this. These are all good questions. Like, none of it makes sense to me.
I don't even know if he's an athlete. Has anyone heard that? Like, was he there to compete in the? Because I don't know. He might have just been random and then walk like from the neighborhood coming through to check out the.
Yeah, I don't know any of that either. I haven't been keeping up with it. Like, these are just questions that none of it makes sense. Why are you running to? Like, you're at a track meet. Why are you armed? Second, it gets rained out. You go to your team. Why are you bringing? You know what I mean? Why are you?
Yeah.
You
That
would
makes
you would have went to your team's tent to get your stuff to go to their team's tent.
Yeah.
How did
I know.
How did you come into possession? At what point did you come into possession of this knife to enter their tent?
Yeah, just having the knife already like is guilty of something for sure. But
Premeditation is what they're.
I know in Florida, it's difficult to prove self-defense. Like I took the firearm safety training course for my concealed carry, and they went through a bunch of shit like how you can prove self-defense, and what position you have to be in to actually claim self-defense. And when it comes to a firearm, I know that's different than a knife, but you have to be like backed into a corner with zero exit, and they have to be like you have to literally be in threat of your life, unless it's in your house.
We
And I
missed the
wonder-
20, right?
No, we didn't. Well,
No,
you,
we
you,
didn't.
you actually you were stepped away from the screen.
Side or left without saying bye.
And he kept going like this. I was like, you leave.
He wasn't
He
looking.
left.
He was philosophizing. He wasn't looking. He probably thought I left. I just didn't want to.
Don't give a shit about mass school shooting. I don't know. That's kind of what we were just talking about a second ago. Is every time you talk about a topic, you got to point to a different topic and say, "What about that one?" And like, yeah, school shootings are bad. I don't think that they don't get a lot of attention. I think every time it happens, it's fucking front page news. Everybody's talking about it. Unless the shooter fits a certain demographic, then it's hush hush on all platforms.
Or it has to do with the situation. Oh no. The situation, like, because people that are smart about it and know more than I do will point to things that have set precedent, with certain whatever like situations that set precedent legally. But otherwise, you're right. There's a lot of whataboutism. It's like, well, it's like unless you can point to the first case that started that, where it started like that, then maybe you have a.
I completely understand that. Like what you're saying is like they're justifying it by pointing to something that set a precedent.
Or just
but like
comparing
that's
it
not
to
even.
that.
I don't even think that's what you're doing there by saying nobody cares about school
Right.
shootings in this case.
Exactly. I don't disagree. I'm just saying there's a whataboutism, and then there's people who can actually point to the original. Hey, in 1864, this the Supreme Court set the precedent. Like that's different, and you can say this is when that started, and that's when you can compare it.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what I'd like to do. I never knew my path on here. I always had a bunch of different ideas. I think that's what I want to study up on the shit that I actually
you want to say hi?
care about, and actually go and fucking debate people. Put out political
I gotta
content.
go. I gotta go get him out of here. Oh, geez. Are you guys gonna be on for a minute? I can just mute and step away.
Maybe, probably.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what time it is.
Mikey hadn't come up yet.
Lost my cap. Yeah, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna fight the shit. Wasn't there a situation a few years back though, kind of the same thing? Oh wait, or is that this? Or they just coming? How long ago did this happen?
I look it up. I don't know. Probably a couple years.
My other phone's dead. I haven't been charging that one. Is it? It happened at a football game, right?
Yeah. No, at the track meet. I believe. $2026, and that's just the hold on.
No, not Rittenhouse. That was a completely different situation. Or are you trying to say what about that? Because
Trying to find. It just says athletics event in Dallas.
I think you got it.
It happened last year in April.
That might be the one I'm thinking of. I'm not good with time. But I think you have it backwards, Jimmy. I think everybody does care when it comes to children being hurt and shit like that, unless it affects politics. If it affects politics always comes first for a lot of people.
Yeah.
if there's a mass shooting and the shooter or whatever doesn't fit a certain narrative, or it fits a narrative too well that they can't like put it out there because it'll ruin the credibility of like whatever, then they'll try to bury it. But I think for the most part, when you see something happen like to a large group of innocent people, it's usually front page news.
Yeah, but news is what's sold to us nowadays. Like you just said, though, if it doesn't fit their narrative, they don't fucking
Yeah,
go with it. You know?
they do kind of pick and choose. Like, there's a lot. I watch a lot of these prison shows, and these people tell their stories about like their crime and shit. I'm like, how did you do this wild shit that's worse than fucking Jeffrey Dahmer and shit? And it didn't make the news. How do we not know about you? Like, some of these people are like, yeah, I butchered my whole family with a hammer and then I ate their fucking tongue for breakfast. It's like, and you're not fucking famous? What? But then you got somebody that's like, yeah, he fucking accidentally stepped on his girlfriend's head or something, and like that's front page news. Like,
How do you accidentally step on your girlfriend's head?
I don't fucking know.
This
can
is just
understand.
something that happened to you at one point. Like, do we need to
Dang.
ask you to blink twice? You need help.
It's just a dent. It's gonna be all right. Her head's all like fucking. Tequila.
Oh, shit.
I understand too good. I can understand randomly shooting strangers. Um, I think that the type of people that do that are people that never learned in their life that they're not that important, and um,
How dare?
never got any type of like real discipline or feedback on their actions. Because I,
I can
might make my
attest.
I might make myself sound crazy, but I was like 9.
Too late.
Haven't we all had that thought? Like, when I go out, I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
Like the person you were describing, like that you were just describing, I was going to say I can attest to that because I know a kid who went out. He never had never paid a price, never had any discipline, never knew right from wrong. He went out with a gun and shot it at a random car one night, and it happened to be an off-duty police officer driving with his kids in the car, and he shot the car and didn't hit anybody. But there was a big ass fucking manhunt, and that's where I almost got my first DUI. I got lucky because they were looking for Matt and not me, and they told me if I could find somebody to come get my car, I would get off scot free. I called my new girlfriend, gave her my ex-wife's mother's number, and had them come pick me up, so I didn't get a DUI. But this motherfucker, he's the same kid that stole my car and totaled it, and he never paid a consequence for that either.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't learn discipline or don't learn. I think a lot of it has to do too with. So when I was young, growing up my whole life, even as an adult, like you fucking you and your friends push each other around, you fucking trip each other, you nut tap, you fucking do all these things that you're not only being playful, you're testing limits and understanding what it feels like to hurt somebody, to get hurt, to like how hard like you can go until like it actually causes damage and shit. And what that does is actually grows empathy within you, is because you know how this feels. So like you're not willing to do it to somebody else. Like, but the people that go out there and hurt and kill people, they never like that's the people that the corners were all padded in their house and they're fucking
They're
the light
like, and
stops.
honestly, they're usually the oldest brother.
Yeah.
Or the
The ones
youngest.
that were babied, the ones that it was the new kid and the parents did everything. They read all the books and like
It's either
they
the
put
oldest or the
the
last.
outlet covers on all the outlets. They fucking like,
Younger brothers get picked on by the older brothers, so they're tested and they know what it's like to be human. The older brother has known the, so he thinks it's all
yeah, he's
about
the
him.
one always doing the fucking picking.
I'll be back.
I'd say it
Yeah.
also has to do with kids who didn't have friends. You didn't have the people to bounce those things off of and to find out.
Yeah,
What up, Elizabeth?
I saw a post the other day. Sorry, Matt. Mike.
No, I just saying what's up to Elizabeth and everybody else.
Hi, Mikey.
Post this
What
up
up?
the other day, and if the person sees this, I apologize. I'm just speaking my feelings about a general situation, and I thought of you. Their kid, they were at the park, and the chick was like, everybody calls me a helicopter parent and blah, 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 but this is why I do it. And it was a picture of a kid that had scrapes all over his face and stuff. And I guess he went and tried the monkey bars by himself for the first time and fell down and smacked his face and shit. She's like, and I'm never going to take my eyes off him again and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah,
Those were valuable scrapes.
yeah. I commented, I was like, get up and do it again, bud. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, that's why they're out there. That's what the jungle gym is for.
That's lessons. Hard knock life lessons. Ooh, that hurt, didn't it? Don't do that again, huh?
Yeah. I laugh. I laugh when my kid gets hurt, and he'll turn and he'll look, and he's like, "Yeah." Like,
Well, I feel
but if
like
his mom's around, she's like, and he's like,
I feel like those things are like they're lessons, but they're not always lessons you can come back from, but they're lessons to people around you too. Like, oh man, did you see Tommy? He lost an eyeball from that, from doing that thing we like to do all the time, and he accidentally, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's a fucking lesson around the friends. It's not like I don't want to do what Tommy did. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
"Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
a good point."
we learned, like we had a toy stuck in a tree, and we threw rocks at it to try to get it out of the tree. Well, one of the rocks hit the branch, bounced back and hit my brother right in the fucking face and gave him 3 stitches in his fucking
Shit.
forehead. We learned not to throw rocks in the fucking tree because the tree will throw them back.
Right?
I'm with Jimmy, man. 86, it was a cool shit. Build your ramp, jump your bicycle. Your mom was a seatbelt or your dad was a seatbelt when they throw the arm over you. You rode in the damn back dash.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember getting in a head-on collision at the Oldsmobile Cutlass. Didn't get a dent on that bitch. Other car was totaled. That Cutlass was pristine.
Yeah, I think I got to live my childhood through the last fun generation.
The last what?
Fun generation. The generation before cell phones took over.
Yeah. Gen X. What year were you born?
87.
So you're a Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
Or you're a millennial?
Yeah, millennial. That's what it is. Yeah.
I played devil's
millennial.
advocate. Yeah, millennials don't like we're such a right in the middle of like the tech.
Yeah,
not
got to
tech.
live the good years through the 90s as like a young kid where you weren't stuck in your cell phone and all that shit.
So you think it's good looking back, right? I'll play devil's advocate here.
You're a little
So-
bit more adapted to today's lifestyle than I am.
I'm going to
Well,
let you play
true.
devil's advocate, but there's nothing you can say that is going to tell me that being a kid today is better than being a kid in the 90s. But go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I know people that just look back with rose-colored glasses on certain things. Like I have one friend that just wishes he lived in the '80s, and that's all he ever like wants to be goes back to the '80s. But this is the thing. So if we were to somehow be able to meter like how much dopamine you were using or getting, I guess, from today or back in the '90s. Imagine back in the '90s. Okay, we're back in the '90s. What do you think it was that made us go out and do what we think now is cool shit or crazy shit?
We weren't allowed in the house.
Well, yeah, maybe, but also, the boredom that we had from just sitting around. You had the same 3 VHS DVD or VHS movies in the thing, and one of them doesn't work. And like you had 5 channels. Mom wasn't
But the
paying
problem
for
is, we were so bored because we didn't have nothing, so we found things to do. These kids are so
Right.
bored because they have everything and they ran out of things to do.
Well,
Yeah.
I can see that they would feel bored, but I'm just saying, like, there is more things that you can do from the privacy of your own home now than you ever could before, and that's why a lot of times why they're not.
Sure, but
going
what
out
kind
and
of
leaving
human
and doing
being is
things.
that building? What
I'm
kind
not
of human
saying
is
it's
that?
good or bad. I'm just saying that.
Well, I'm sure these kids are having fun, and if they looked at the way that we lived back then, they'd be like, I don't want to go do that shit.
Yeah.
But they don't know
Right.
any better, and they don't realize how much their fucking life sucks.
I just remember days when you're sitting around outside, like with a buddy or whatever. You're on the step of whatever, you're down like by the shops or something. You're going, going. What the fuck should we do, man? Like, what's going on? You're baking in the sun. Like, what should we do today? I don't know.
And
We go
to
down
your
the creek,
point
I don't
about,
know. We remember the fun stuff, but
kids
we don't
getting
remember
hurt. Well, kids getting hurt shows other
Yeah.
kids that shit. You know, one thing you don't see anymore: kids in cats. You know what I mean? Like in my neighborhood, we took turns. There was always
Yeah.
a kid in cat. Like,
Joey broke his arm last week. It's my turn this week.
That's true. I haven't seen it. Well, I don't hang like
like
with my
once in a
son
blue,
being-
you might see somebody in a cat.
I have a
My
different
son had
experience.
cast. My
Oh,
son
yeah.
had cast. My son's first cast, he fucking tore off himself. Like one night, they put a cast on him. He woke up the next morning carrying his cast in his
Oh,
hand.
we're
Had to take him back to the fucking hospital, put a second cast on him.
How old was he? Like
Maybe
what?
5.
Right.
He might
Oh,
have been 5 years
wow.
old.
That's what it sounded like. I was like, wow, that sounds like he's like, nope, not doing this, Dad. But to be fair, like I have a different experience because my son doesn't have a bunch of neighborhood kid friends, because he's got autism. He has got cousins, and he's got friends at school that we see, but like not, we don't see a whole big group of kids around, even whether it's his age or not. We go to the park, I guess you might see a kid with a cast, but I haven't seen that. You're right, though. I haven't really, we've been to field trips where there's a lot of kids there. Nobody in a cast.
My son was the one getting thrown off the merry-go-round when I spun it real quick with all the kids on it. He was the one leaning back, waiting for the centrifugal force to throw him off of the fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't think they have merry-go-rounds anymore, do they?
I haven't seen one in a while.
There's one across the street from my mom's house, but it's an old park. It's a little park in the neighborhood.
Is it one of the like the regular merry-go-rounds? I've seen at the new parks they have these like ones that like you have to put pressure on it to get it spinning, so it slows
No, we
down
can
the
get
sound.
this thing to crank. It's an old school. Like it's a dangerous AF fucking
Yeah,
merry-go-round, dude.
It's
Yeah.
a real playground. A real playground.
I gotta
Does
put
it
it
still
this
have
way.
seesaws?
Put it this way. No, I don't have any of those. But put it this way. I have to regulate when I'm over there. Like I'm not letting the kids just want to. That's what. But the issue is you have older kids going, oh yeah, let's crank it, and there's like a 3-year-old one to get on. I'm like,
Yeah,
hold on. They're just walking up to it as it's spinning like crazy. Like, no, we're not having that. Not on my watch.
You get seesaws. That led to so many broken tailbones.
Oh yeah.
Like just death
I
drop
never
from the
thought
top.
about that. Yeah, I never thought about that. I used to do this thing at the school playground. We used to have these in junior high, and this junior high that he's starting next year. I don't know what their playground looks like these days, but the swings. I just remember swings being so long, like so tall. And these days, most swing sets are so like very short, but these are tall, so you were getting going like these big swings, and I would swing out to the top right about the point when you're kind of still, right? This like the last second at the top, and then hop out of the swing while still holding onto the chain and just like let yourself like straight down. You're only dropping like 5 feet, to the ground, but it's crazy. Huh?
I used to just jump and fly or do backflips off the swings.
I did that once. It was at right when the bell rang. I jumped off, but jumped a little too early, which made me go flying straight outward, and then face nose first into the ground and just blow.
We used that contest to see who could jump off the swings the farthest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we did.
Or
I just did this like it was like a parachute kind of feel. It was kind of I'd let go.
And you get your swing going real high and just all the way at the top, lean all the way backwards, and just let go. And it'll automatically make you do a backflip.
No, not
Yeah.
doing that. But I did jump. I was probably higher than 5 feet, but yeah, they were high.
I'll still walk up to a swing and jump off the motherfucker when I swing.
I'll still do a backflip off of it for real.
If it's stopped,
I'd like to see you do that, Mr. Rickety Crickets.
I think over Christmas, I walked up to a swing set and did a backflip first try.
Probably it wasn't those like 10-foot long swings though, where you
big ones. Like I'm serious. All you have to do is lean all the way back, so much that you got the chain bending. You know what I mean? Like bending at your hands, and then right as you peak, before it swings back, you just let go, and the forward momentum is going to push your body because your butt's still in the seat.
I get it.
It's going to push your body and flip you.
See, I would let go too late. And as I let go, the swing would start coming down and just pile drive me.
I've seen it happen a lot of times.
Wow, sounds great. See, my thing is like I feel like my ankles would be like not feeling so good.
I'd be afraid my feet would get tangled into the chains.
And then you're just like dragging your neck backwards.
You don't consider that shit as a kid. We used to have this rope swing. There was like a 200-foot tree that a rope swing was hooked on, and when you swung out, you went fucking high. So we used to, same thing, you hang upside down on the rope, like with your legs wrapped around it, so you're like completely upside down, and at the peak, you just let go, and it flips you. One time, dude, I did it. I let go at the peak, and my leg got snagged up in the rope, and it was fucking tied. So I had to fucking lift up, get it untied, and I was like that far away from the rock. Like I landed in the water head first, like that far away from the water's edge.
See, back in the early mid 1900s, 1980,
This is when Mikey was a baby.
We used to have 2-story hayloft barns. And on the top, you had that pole sticking out that you always had to come along stuck on there, pulley, so you can. Well, we'd always tie a rope on that and swing out and fucking flip off in the second story. But we always did it in the hay on the ground,
Wouldn't that hurt?
No. We busted enough bales on the ground that we had plenty of cushion.
Yeah, but hay is like
sometimes it knocked the wind out of it.
Dude, you got busted hay bales. It's a cushion. Like we used to jump around fucking barns, like you couldn't get hurt in a barn, dude. It was almost impossible. Like you might scratch tumbling to the bottom. You might tumble to the bottom and get a scratch, but you got plenty of cushion on your way down.
You're jumping back up and doing it again the right way.
Yeah.
If you got a cut, it's because there's a screw sticking out somewhere, probably.
Really? I wouldn't imagine hay is like sharp and it'd be like all poking you all over the place.
It's not sharp enough to draw blood, but it could probably be like prickly.
It'll scratch you.
Just like hauling hay. You get little micro cuts and pokes and shit like that. But like
That's the
once you
main thing
cut,
I didn't like about tossing hay. I used to help Denise's ex throw hay bales. And like I say I used to, I did it once. And then every other time he asked me to, I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I started
Where
doing
Yeah,
that.
then afterwards you get to go play in the fucking barn and it's fun. You're already itchy because you got hay all over you, so it doesn't bother you at all.
I was an adult. It's not like I was 12 getting the chance to go play in the barn. I was like 22 trying to get to the bar.
I wish I
I
knew.
got
I wish I knew who dropped this off at the house, but man, that some of this looks good.
The fuck is that moldy shit?
It looks like a cherry cobbler or a strawberry cobbler.
Oh shit, you got a new crush.
I don't know who it was. My wife was at town, and I went and got gas this morning, and I guess somebody left it on the truck while I was gone. But yeah, man, because you always, when you're unloading square bales, you always bust a bale or two. And usually, it depends on how many loads you're hauling. You get that 1 or 2 loads, and every load,
Yeah.
10, 15 loads, you got 50 bales on the ground is busted. Well, before the farmer will bring his tractor over and start re-baling it right there at the barn, we play in it. What's up, Kayla?
Takes a workhorse to do that job though. Throwing them bales, these motherfuckers are heavy.
I started doing that shit at 9.
And playing in the barn, you can't be scared of wasps either because they're all over the fucking
No,
place.
you're gonna get wasps, ants, chiggers.
I worked at a farm.
Hey.
I got to go out to a farm as a little kid. I forgot how old I was, but they were letting us play in the corn that was in the truck, like with our shoes off. We got to walk around in the corn, and I'm thinking today, like, when do they clean it? Do they clean it after that? Like after everybody's just out there playing around in the barn playing
Is it pulled off the cob?
Yeah, it was all
dry.
like corn. Yeah, corn seed, I guess.
They'll put it in a silo and they'll run a blower through it. Gets all the impurities and the dirt off of it. Then when they store it, they load it back into the semis. They take it to wherever they're taking it. Usually they'll run it through a bath before they grind it for cattle feed, chicken feed, or they use it for ethanol. If they leave it on the cob, if you're going to eat it, usually because you pick it green when
and you're not going to can it that way either. Like to your point, you got to wait. You got to keep it green.
If it's like a feeder corn, it'll be dried out, plucked off the cob. All you have is the corn kernels. Then that's when they decide whether they're going to, like I said, crack it for
nature's vibrators.
Yeah. Rice, when they pick rice, they run it through a
nature's TP.
They run it through a facility that takes the hulls off, blows the hulls off the rice, and that's good stuff too. That's fun to play in.
Well, what's funny is like I didn't know, I was a little kid, but like in the silos, I'm glad I wasn't in the silo because farmers die in those silos a lot. Could you imagine getting buried alive by your own crop?
Yeah. That's why you never get in it from the top.
Can you imagine, dude?
It's like quicksand, dude.
Wait, what did you just say?
Being buried?
No.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but you never get in it from the top?
Yeah,
silos.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Especially with the air
like
blowing.
Quicksand?
It'd be about like quicksand. You'd suck all the way down to the bottom. You couldn't get out. You couldn't move. You couldn't do shit. So
how do you say you never get in from the top? So like you're implying that you do get in. So you're saying
at the bottom. At the bottom, they got a door. They got a door. You get in at the bottom. Once your corn gets low enough to open that door, it's probably only waist high, and usually you're just opening that door when it's low enough to put like an auger in there to pull that'll sweep around the bottom of the bin, and it pulls all the corn to the center, so it comes out with your trucks.
Gotcha.
So I think they get in there because they're trying to check the depth or check whatever in the inexperienced farmer.
A good farmer that's been doing it for a while, they can open that top lid at the very top.
Just look,
and they can count rings.
Oh, yeah,
like rings of sheets of 10. Okay,
so
that's
what are
another
they
10 loads.
What are they dying from then, Mikey? That doesn't sound like there's any reason whatsoever to be in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you think you're getting dust.
Is it just dumb farmers? Is that it?
Sometimes it could be drunk farmers.
All new farmers, that other farmers around them that don't want them to succeed. They're like, yeah, you just
go
hop in
count
the
the
top
grain
there.
Like, you know how you send the new guy on a dummy mission? Like, go count the corn.
You can actually fall in grain bins.
You can fall in. Oh,
yeah, you can actually fall in when you're checking. You can actually fall in. The dust can kill you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If you're running and it's real dusty.
Well, that I can understand, but the guys who get sucked in is what I'm wondering. Like, so, but if you get it looking at the top, you fall in.
Usually you don't get sucked in. It's an accidental fall in, or you fell off the top of the bin one.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
sure.
I mean. Once you fall in, then you're getting sucked in, is what I mean at that point.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't happen often, and it's probably like more people passing that story down from generation to generation.
No, it's not a story. That's a drill that they have to run. Firefighters.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's something like that happened a long time ago when they first started building silos, and now they're like, "Yo, we got to tell everybody about this shit."
But now you also got to think back then they really didn't have a lot of silos. They had like a corn crib, and that was just your barn. You put wood in it, and it was a big room in your barn that you just pumped it in the top. You pumped it in on the ears and everything too. So I mean, sometimes they would decob it and pump it into them silos, but like it had to be airtight to do it like that. She being a dick.
She's being mean, and I'm not gonna put up with it.
Yeah, whoop that ass.
Yeah, Denise used to do all that farm work, fucking out there cutting fields of hay and fucking cutting wood and all that shit.
So check this out. Where most detailed data comes from, the farmers die from incidents involving grain silos or bins. So that's probably pretty general, but it says roughly 10 to 25 times per year on average.
What?
These are not extremely common in absolute terms, but they are a persistent, highly preventable occupational hazard with a very high fatality rate when they occur.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a rare accident, but when that accident happens, it's basically toast.
Yeah, it's like you have a blowout in a silo. All your product comes out. If you're right there, it'll bury you.
Most people are, I don't know. Is there a reason for people to get into the top of those silos?
No, not to crawl in on top of the product. Now, opening the door or taking the top lid off so you could put your auger up there to put your product in it.
Because I've heard of people dropping pallets on top of their shit in case they fall. Maybe it's in case they fall in, they have something to stand on.
There's something to grab a hold of, yeah.
Throw a pallet on top of like your grain, and then you, like, if you fall in, at least it's dispersed that you don't sink down. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes you do have to, like you said, they'll throw a pallet in there and they'll walk around and open vents in the top of it so they're getting enough air in there. You know, sometimes they have to do that.
That's why they would be up there. That's why they would probably put that pallet in there.
Yeah. But
this says there's three things. It says fall through a crusted over surface of grain, which that's interesting. Like, so they might hop in for reasons I'll read in a second, but like there might be this top like layer that's hardened, but when they stand on it breaks through and there's like a whole empty space underneath.
Like
so they actually fall and die. Enter the bin to break up clumps or check levels. So people for some reason do go in to check levels and then get pulled in by flowing grain when uploading. So you're inside, you're like, Bean, stop! I'm inside. I'm in here. I'm in here. They're like, we just paid up that insurance for life insurance or whatever on Pops.
Yeah, like I said, there's many reasons. like soybeans. You know, that little bitty. If you ever follow one of them, it's probably not good either. Yeah, I got down mowing the yard, went down and looked. Boss man and his son was down there doing hay. So I was like, hell yeah.
No, they're trying to put you out of work.
That's fine.
Uh,
No, they always, when they need me is when they call me. But like, he's fixing to probably start putting in a lot of overtime at the Bryce, which makes potato chips. And it being seasonal, you know, summertime chips and sandwiches and shit. So they'll probably get busy here in a little bit.
there's a tornado in Peoria.
Ooh.
That's where my son lives.
Like a tornado actually touched down, or the tornado warning?
I don't know. Someone just texted me and said tornado in Peoria. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, people say, like, when there's a tornado watch or a warning, they're like, there's a tornado. It's
Right.
not. It's a tornado watch or a warning. Calm down.
I think a tornado watch means that there was a visible one, but doesn't mean it's where you are.
What's
I
that?
hear when they say there's a warning, but I go outside and watch when they say to watch.
So, a warning means one's touched down, or a funnel cloud has been seen. It doesn't actually mean it's been touched down. It's touched down. A warning means a funnel cloud has been seen. A watch means there's a possibility of funnel clouds. Like the pressures are right. The high pressure and low pressure systems are there to create funnel clouds.
Say, hey, everybody got out there and look for a tornado.
I'll never forget when we got to Florida. I may have told Dean this. First thing my mom said was, make sure you watch out for hurricanes. I'm like, Mom, they usually got a couple of, about a week ahead warning.
Yeah, I keep my eye out though. Keep on hiding behind a fucking tree or something.
The first ever tornado in Florida.
No, hurricanes. You tell me watch out for hurricanes.
I know, but the tornado would be could happen faster some places, like where you don't have that week. So that would be ironic if like the first ever tornado happened in Florida. Because no tornadoes in Florida, right, Bean?
Yeah,
tornado went right down the street at
Never mind, I digress.
my girl's work.
I stand corrected.
Like 2 years ago.
Them hurricanes, when they hit land, usually they spin off a few hurricanes or tornadoes every once in a while, don't they?
Yeah, that's usually when we get them during
hurricanes,
or right before or right after hurricanes.
So, being the clip of you guys, it just makes you gay as fuck, and then
running out of the ocean.
And then it tells, and then you're like WTF, hashtag WTF, and then, but the rest of it was pretty cool. Like I thought the rest of it was cool.
Yeah,
I was like, why did it make Bean so gay? And then it turned, and then it changed what he's supposed to say.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I mean,
AI,
just made
even AI knows Bean is gay.
They're like, let's do a little bit of creative. Take a little.
I don't want to offend or anything.
He's like, I'm an ally.
Yeah.
It is Pride Month, so maybe it goes along with maybe that's what it. I mean, I didn't tell the AI like this is a couple. They are,
yeah.
Just. But it's funny though because there's this option to extend. So you could just make a whole movie, just continually. And I made a couple. Like I made this like a short film already the other day. It was like a month or two ago. It was all off of like this fantasy like movie idea I came up with during my show one time. I don't know if you remember it. We were talking about like homeless Romeo and Juliet. like these two homeless encampments that are rivals. There's a Romeo and Juliet. I made it. It's on Facebook. It's the whole thing. Like they're eating out of trash cans, running from police, and then they accidentally run into an enemy encampment, and they're like, take us to the leader. And yeah, that's the whole thing.
I think it's cool watching them chop too. Them big sorghum fields.
Sorghum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not sorghum, silage.
Denise
Silage?
went from the city, living in the fucking hood most of her life, to, she said, fuck that, moved out to the country, and was like, fuck it, I'm adopting the full country lifestyle. I'm going to go fucking bale some hay. I'm going to spit
Chop
some
some
stew.
wood. Chop some wood. I'm going to fuck a chicken.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to learn how to ride a cow or
You gotta,
something.
cut, you gotta cut its head off first, Mikey. Everybody knows
Oh,
that.
everybody knows that. It don't wiggle right until you do.
Wow.
I would say start with the head on.
You
Oh,
have
boy.
a fucking chicken there, are you?
Ain't no chicken fucking balls.
Yes.
I've seen guys fucking a sheep in Iraq. It was always a good time.
Yes.
You gotta
What?
have two. Yeah, you gotta have two. One guy holds the sheep's head still.
Ready, miss?
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
I tried to give him two
He's like,
hints.
fuck it. If
Yes.
you're going to keep playing it, I'm going to do it.
I was like, Miss, you ready?
Now I am.
Oh yeah.
Fabio.
It's cousin it. Oh, my bad. You had it all covered in your face. It's like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, cousin it's the shit.
Now, if you just had a slow-mo camera with your head doing that.
There you go.
Me and some of my buddies was down at this little spillway, and they had a waterfall that kind of come over in this little hole we dug out and made like a pool. And anyway, it was coming down, it was running on my head, and I just flipped it up because I had my mullet, and it just did a perfect little thing like everybody was doing it back in the day, like on the beach in the ocean, and put it on my TikTok. It was so funny.
Like a lady.
Like a lady.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude,
Dude,
looks
look
like
like
a
a
lady.
Remember that? I'd like to find that again. One was down there at the spillway, and I was in the waterfall.
Oh, that TikTok.
Yeah, that TikTok.
It doesn't
Good look.
save it on your profile on TikTok.
It probably did on my old fart, but I lost that profile, but
It's got millions of views at this point, and you just
I've had one video. I've got one video on that profile had over 507,000 views.
Well,
But it wasn't, wasn't nothing special.
no, that's pretty good.
Damn, I had a bottle of water here too. I could have even poured the bottle of water over my head as I went like this.
Oh yes, please do it.
What up, Chrissy Fisher? Hey, we got 9 minutes.
Nah.
I'll stay for that, but I got a class in an hour.
I just got here not too long either, Chrissy. That's why I hadn't shared it or nothing. I'm slacking. They started. I was mowing the yard.
Waylon said he was leaving an hour ago.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did. He said,
I
I got to
did.
get going.
Oh, I said that was when my son was getting picked up, but that's after that. I said, if you guys are going to be on, I'll just walk away from the camera and come back. You're right, but also I explained it back then.
Yeah, but no one pays attention to you.
Well, hey, you got part of it. You did get part of it. You got a few syllables. Oh, I'm stretching as we speak. Gotta get a head
Sounds
start
like
on.
fire out here.
Maybe it's
Dude,
a
it's
fire.
like,
Is there a fire in the hole? You're like, hey, there's a hole, and there's a fire in it. Holy shit!
I just worry because they fucking use all these pine needles as mulch, and like I feel like they're trying to set us up.
That's the best time. That's the best fire starters. Pine needles.
Yeah,
I do hear it's good mulch, but you're right.
I want to know if they just took out a big insurance policy.
No, I've heard of it being a good mulch, but at the same time,
Well, yeah, it's
very dry.
cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper. It degrades faster than mulch, and it holds moisture better. But cheaper is the reason they went with it. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, Denise.
So usually you could go to some like lawn landscaping company and get them for free.
It is 92 here. Let's see what it feels like. Feels like 101.
101.
We got 2 days of rain coming too.
Touch on my shoulder.
Ooh, yeah.
Dang. Just sitting in it. Just chilling in it, huh?
Yep.
I'm in the basement, which is kind of cold all the time. Even though I got it set to like 75 upstairs, which, you know, isn't that bad. What's your set to, Bean?
During the summer, 74.
At night, I crank it down to 69 because I need it cold while I'm in the bed.
I don't want to see my breath ever.
There's no 69 degrees,
He's
bro.
in Florida. Remember, Alan, he's in Florida.
Yes, but I've been in Florida when it was in the 60s.
69 degrees, but the humidity that we get is freezing.
I'm talking about in your house, though. There won't be any humidity.
I don't like cold, regardless. In the house, out the house.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I get hot when I'm sleeping.
There's two types of people. When it's hot, do you turn the air conditioner on in the car, or do you put your windows down?
It depends on the breeze.
I do both.
guess. Yeah, mostly. If
I
it's super
I
hot,
crack my window and turn the air conditioner.
You must got a lot of money for gas, huh?
My truck don't have air conditioning, so I just roll the windows down anyway. So
I have air conditioning. I don't use it. I roll the windows down. I'd rather be hot than cold any day. Especially that concentrated cold from the car air conditioner just blowing in your face. Like, fuck that.
I don't push it. I don't point it at my face. Plus, you just turn the blower down. It doesn't have to be cranked up in your face.
Nah, turn the AC off. Let it. Well, you know how you can turn the vents open, leave them open, no air conditioner, no fan, nothing, and then just put the windows down. Let all that natural air flow through the car.
I don't think any air comes through there if the vents are open, but your blower's not on.
Yeah, it does.
go to
Very
Lowe's
little,
and
maybe.
get you a dryer vent and tape it to your vent and your air conditioner, run up your short leg, and you keep your gentleman bits cool.
Ah. A dryer event?
Dryer vent.
Oh yeah, okay.
One of those split vents.
You do the same thing, but instead of putting it out your window, you take your speaker out and put it right there, and then drill a hole in the bottom of your door. Now you got a pee-pee toilet.
I mean, you're not wrong, Denise, but like I go out and do things outside anyway. Go out for walks, and we're gonna go camping. I'm going kayaking coming up soon. It's gonna be 6 to 8 hours on the hot river.
That's
You'll
gonna be no work getting in the water.
And I don't get in the water unless I get dumped in, which happened once. But like typically, I might walk in the water with my ankles. I wear water shoes, but like other than that, I don't really like to. I don't want to jump in that river water anymore. I don't know. No
Unless
desire.
I'm in front of the pack, I'll jump in the deep holes.
You
In the back of the pack, everybody done peed.
Dean?
you scared of germs or something?
I'm not scared of them. It's like I don't have any reason to acquire them if I don't have any desire to jump in the water. Like if I'm not going, oh man, I want to jump in so bad, but man, the germ. Like no, I'm not like that. I'm going. I will get wet from splashing. That's not like I'm not going to get those germs. I'm gonna get wet from splashing around. I'm sure, doing the fucking the paddle, you know. But I just don't want to. I don't plan to get in and swim around. Is that okay, Dad? Actually, I plan to do this, dude. I plan to wear one of these.
It was the water shoes for me, but
I'll be I'll be wearing this hat, but I'm gonna bring this thing that lets me put my phone on my forehead as like a camera. The problem is the phone will get super hot out there, so I gotta do that in small bursts, small.
you get yourself a phone umbrella, which I invented but didn't produce or release.
Get a hat. So I'll have a hat on, put this on top of the hat, and then I'll get a hat for my phone. You know, get another hat.
I mean, you could probably use weenie wigs for that.
Yeah, weenie wigs.
Doubles as a phone hat.
A phone wig.
Um,
That would be kind of funny if
Yeah, I
it
was-
has a wig on the top.
I thought of that a while ago, though, for the car, a little umbrella that clips on the top of your phone, so the sun's not beating right down on it, and you got it on your dash.
Mm-hmm. That's when I point that blower that you don't like right at the phone. Keeps my phone pretty cool.
That's pretty much the only time I use the air conditioner is when my phone starts to overheat. My phone loves the AC.
It fits perfectly right in that vent too. Like you can take your phone and slide it in there and let it go, and it'll just stick there and cool down.
I don't think mine does that, but that sounds like a nice insertion point. Good penetration idea.
I'm with you, Denise. I'm thinking going to TSC and getting me one of them 750-gallon watering troughs, the heavy plastic ones, making a little wading pool, because I can fill it up with my well water out of the ground with very little electricity and not run my water bill up. And that shit be like 60 degrees.
I mean, I'm not afraid of water. I just don't like. I'm not like. I'll pick and choose when if I go camping and when there's a lake, we go jump in the lake. That's one thing. But I'm gonna be in that water for 6 hours. I don't necessarily want to sit there and in it. You know. Maybe I'm just a bitch. Nobody answer that.
You said it.
Nope.
I
said
didn't.
no. I said nope. Nobody answer that.
You remember, I don't know if it was like this near y'all, but when I was a kid,
Happy fire in the hole.
fire in the motherfucking
Fire in the
hole.
Fire in the hole! It's 420!
I remember when I was a kid that there was like 1 week or something in spring or whatever that if you call the fire department, they'd come out and fill up your pool from the fire hydrant.
No. They used to do that here, but now they don't do that no more.
I don't know if you had to pay for it or whatever, but I know that they used to do it. You see the fire trucks all over the city filling up people's pools.
Now they figured out they could charge you per gallon that they put in your swimming pool.
I want to take
yeah.
my son to one of these flash pads. Go ahead, Bean. Sorry.
I would just say I'm sure that they don't do that anymore in Pennsylvania. They have a monopoly on the water companies there now. They used to be government owned. Now they sold to private companies, and they're gouging those people up there.
Yeah, just like electricity. I got this like suspect fucking postcard that says what my electric company, which I don't even recognize on there, wants to give me $100 back. I'm going, uh-oh.
Let's send the check. Go ahead.
I'm like, yeah, I might figure this out. I might just what you do. The smart move is you don't call a number that's on that postcard. You look up that company and find a number that way.
I just got a call today. They left a voicemail, but they said, "Please call us back. a PlayStation 5 and a VR headset was just purchased on your Walmart account for $900 and some. Call us back at the number that we called you from. Like, come on, try harder.
Uh,
I tell them, I say, yep, I ordered that shit. Go ahead and send it.
Do you have a Walmart? It was on your Walmart credit card?
On your Walmart account.
oh, you don't even have
like-
one.
No,
Have a Walmart account?
no.
Like if they were smart, they would just say on your account.
Well, I mean,
Like
dumb
that.
people do fall for that, and they'll be like, I didn't even know I had a Walmart account. Somebody must have opened it in my name. Let me call and give this person a bunch of information.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what they're hoping for.
yeah.
Well, with your electric and probably with your water, you can go and look around like within their little marketplace or whatever that you're right. It used to be city owned, and then that city owned company has now outsourced, but like they also own facilities still, but then they outsource options from all these other companies. The same thing goes with electricity. Then you should be able to go and like you're supposed to be able to go and negotiate to any of those companies and get your power
Well,
from
yeah,
them.
but the problem is that the biggest of all of the companies bought all of the companies. So
But
now
they
there's
do have
nobody
different
to
prices.
negotiate with anymore.
Well, what I mean is some of them have better prices than other ones, and then you go to that one, like per wattage or whatever.
What up, Don?
Well, there's some areas where like there is only one company. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not
Right.
multiple that you can choose from. They got fucking Service Electric for your electric, fucking Service Water for your water.
Yeah, like here we got Delmarva Power. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia Power, Delmarva. It's all owned, but right, you see what I'm saying? Like there's nobody to
Yeah. Cable was like that for a while. Like you had certain areas where you can only get Comcast, or other areas where you could only get Dish Network. Like, and that was like through the 2000s and shit. But now nobody gives a fuck about cable.
so you don't need it. Just stream everything.
So
In
the
the
cable companies are turning into phone companies.
Yeah, they all have phone. I was just gonna say they all have phone services.
Yep.
Like my phone is through Comcast, and I just quit their internet, so all I have is their phone service now.
They're gonna drop you though.
No, they said you don't. They said no. There's no.
I
no
thought in
problem.
order to have their phone service, you have to at least have internet.
They told me there was no issue, and they might have been a rule, to use tonight's topic. That might have been a rule in the past, but did you see the thumbnail that I posted in the chat, Bean?
Yeah.
Did you get a chuckle out? I thought everyone should get a little chuckle.
What man?
I must have not have looked at it that hard.
I'll show you, Mess. Let me pull it up.
Well, hey, fighters, I'm gonna jump down and eat. So
It's
But
tonight.
that's on.
The party first to leave.
always the first. I'm gonna eat some supper, and if y'all still on, I'll jump back up with you. Much love, y'all.
Later.
It might be. If you want to share it in, that's the thumbnail. See if you laugh or not.
Rules.
Well,
O'Doyle rules.
I can't see what's it say.
So there's a little little GIF picture of the kid from Billy Madison, that the O'Doyle family, and it says O'Doyle rules on the side. Anyway, it's just like another use of the word rules, but that's all I
don't
can
get
think
it.
of. You might not have seen Billy Madison then.
But like, what prompted?
The topic is rules.
What topic?
People in the boxes.
Oh, that's where I was getting lost.
I got you. Tonight's thumbnail is what I said. So
You said something about a thumbnail, and I'm like, what? I'm lost.
that's all right.
So where did that come up in the conversation?
I just said rules about something and made me think of the thumbnail. I think it's funny. Billy
Yeah.
Madison. I think there's supposed to be a Billy Madison sequel coming out at some point. Are they talked about making one?
Yeah. I don't
Or is
know.
that just one of those AI-generated stories?
Could be, but it was. I forget where I saw it, but it seemed like it was credible. But
It's hard to believe any of those anymore. Like, you got to see a fucking actual
gotta-
commercial on TV or something.
Yeah, nobody thought that Happy Gilmore 2 was real when they first started talking about it, and then you heard that Adam Sandler was involved. You're like, no shit, it is happening.
But I think we've heard
did you
about
like it?
Gilmore 2 for years, though. They talked about actually doing that for years, and then he finally did it.
Well, you got to imagine they talked about it right away after the success of the first one. We're like, yeah, maybe what if we could do a sequel? And then it just kind of got shelved for years or whatever. And it's like,
I think you asked if we liked it, but I think it was funny, but it was mainly just a movie full of callbacks to the first movie.
yeah,
I didn't see.
it was all full of member berries. It wasn't very good. I didn't love it.
I thought it had its funny moments, but it was all like, it was funny because of the callbacks.
Well, right, like that was it was what you expected it to be. I think is what I
So
remember.
if you didn't see the first one, you'd be halfway lost at this one.
More or less, but you could probably still watch it alone. I'm guessing it just wouldn't.
I mean, honestly, it would probably be better to see the second one without seeing the first one, because like then you wouldn't notice that it's just a bunch of callbacks. You would just watch the movie for what it is.
Dude, that would be an interesting prequel idea. You make the movie like which
You make it the movie.
Make it a movie, which what you would normally think of as the prequel, but that's the original, and then you make the prequel as the future of the. Wait.
I think you're just explaining what prequels are.
No. Like the prequel would be like them. But the prequel would be like them being younger, right?
It would still kind of look exactly the same though, because then the prequel, like, even though you're doing them out of order, the second one would still look like it's calling back to the first one.
Yeah, you're right.
It would never look like the first one's calling forward to the second one.
I just you're right. There was I can't think of
the whole first movie is. You remember that time?
Yeah, well,
and nobody remembers it. We're all like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
No, I think Mess is right. I think I was just thinking of an actual prequel, but somehow in reverse.
Actually, listen. I think what you're explaining would have actually been the perfect way to do Hangover 2. They shouldn't have made a whole new movie. It should have been that night. You know what I mean? The movie should have been the night that they forgot the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would have been what you're talking about. The whole first movie was calling back to the second movie.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I said that, like, when they said they were coming out with a second one, I was like, fuck yeah. Like, we're going to see fucking Mike Tyson with a fucking tiger and a fucking... Nah. They just went out and did it again. Which is so unrealistic. I can believe it happening once.
I guess you'd have to use movie magic to make them look younger if you were wanting to do it the way I was trying to say. Like the prequel with them being younger, but not with the actual actors. So usually, like, you remember seeing the Dumb and Dumber prequel? Wasn't it called like Dumb and Dumberer?
Oh yeah.
With like younger guys, that is supposed to be them as younger guys. Well, that's usually how they do a prequel, is where they where they use younger actors, right? Oh, it's that person as a kid or whatever. But I guess what I'm saying is you could do a prequel with the same actors, but you make them look older in the first one and make them look younger in the second one. They could use a little bit of makeup and movie magic for both
Or-
directions. You know what I mean?
Record the second one first.
Yeah. You don't put it out until 20 years later, right after you record the second one. Although I guess in Billy Madison, or not Billy Madison, is it? Yeah, Billy Madison's, no, Happy Gilmore is when he played golf, right? Jeez. In that situation, he didn't really have to be older for that sequel, like just a little older. Like they used time.
Oh, yeah, because in the sequel he had a daughter, so he had to be older.
But like, not, it didn't have to be that much. Like it could have been 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
How old was his daughter? How old was his daughter in Happy Gilmore 2?
Well, did she play a role? I don't remember.
The thing is, he didn't have to have a daughter either, though.
I don't think she even played a role really. It was just like part of his story. Like
the whole thing was about.
I think he was just trying to like do something to be proud of again, and his daughter wasn't talking to him, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look back at it, but anyway, I can't think about it right now. I gotta go to stretch
Dawn with 20 stars. Thank you, Dawn.
I don't remember.
Hey.
Thank you, Dawn.
I don't think she even played a role as far as being any like lines or whatever.
I don't remember, honestly. Like, it wasn't a good enough movie to like stick in my brain.
The only thing I remember is that last.
Why was he playing golf again?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Like, I don't think it.
Show because
I think
Shooter
it was-
McGavin was getting out.
Yeah, it was like, and they were
Prison.
planning like a retirement, like a bunch of people from back in the day, right? Like, were playing.
He was recruited. He was recruited to play on a new league that was kind of like the XFL, but for
yeah. And that kid got like his fucking shoulder thing.
they had these like stupid
Yeah.
shoulder surgery to like let this part of your shoulder, like cut this muscle or whatever, to actually let your shoulder swing. Or no, it wasn't your shoulder. It was your waist. It was something about your waist to be able to make this so they could like twist up 3 times, like twist in a circle and fucking whack the ball. It was so dumb, mess. Like it was so dumb. Like it was like, oh, we got these new players. They were out doing Happy Gilmore and all these other older like big players, like real life golfers. Remember that he brought the real golfers into the movie, like they were part of the old guy team. And then
Denise with the 40 stars. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, it was interesting, but not really that funny. The very last shot, you remember the very like hole 18 where the whole like comes up on this like
No, I don't remember because I didn't watch it.
Well, I'm talking about being, but yeah, the whole thing comes up and then it starts like tilting everywhere. No,
I honestly don't remember like any of the movies.
oh, it's all coming back to me. That's why I said I don't like to watch movies twice, because I'm just like, yeah, and then oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I know it's gonna happen, but not all the details. I'll miss some of the details. But he had the kid, or was it the kid of the kid who was his caddy in the first one, be his caddy again.
Yeah,
Then you had the kid of that tall guy, the weird, the heckler. You suck. He had the kid of that guy, I guess a real life kid.
Chubbs kid.
Trump's kid was in it?
Chubbs.
Chubbs' kid, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chubb.
Yeah. I was like, what? What was Trump's kid in there?
I guess it wasn't really like callbacks. It was like all the next generation of everybody.
He got as many people in it, involved in it, who were connected to the original actors as possible.
Oh, so those people were actually connected to those people?
Like the real life kid, because they even play at the end of the movie. They play like these pictures as the what do you call it, is going down the screen, playing pictures of like that kid next to his dad. I think I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure they were actual like kids of the
Huh.
people. I'm pretty sure his caddy was the same kid. Yeah, right, Ethan. Yeah, Home Alone.
Yeah, I don't remember.
This
I
is-
can't picture him in the second movie. Trump was in
Anyway,
Home Alone. Yeah,
I gotta go, fellas.
I wouldn't want
See
to
you
be in
later.
that home while Trump's Home Alone. Later.
Yeah, we are.
Did he just have a seizure?
Maybe. Should we call 911?
Yeah, he might have geeked out. Yeah, let him twitch. That's fucked up.
Might-
I'm sorry. I
Maybe
should-
it's meth. Maybe he's on meth.
Got some nasty storms coming your way, Mass?
Do I?
What?
Doesn't look like it.
What?
Had a couple last night.
I like the
I might have to
family.
go out. What's that?
I told Dee to go to the store and pick up some of them like frozen oven dinners. You know, you know what that
Hungry
is.
Man?
Right?
Yeah, the Hungry Man's.
No, that's what she got.
What'd
you
you say?
Oven, like the oven meals for like the family, like the lasagna or the fucking Salisbury
okay.
steaks or the, you know what I mean? Like it's for the whole, not the fucking singles or the individual.
The way you said it, I would have thought Hungry Man too.
All right, you're off the
You
hook.
should have been like a family lasagna Stofers. You should have been like a Stofers. Get a lasagna.
All right, you saved her. She's off the hook.
CD right now. That was perfectly placed.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Later, Dawn. You got to smoke one more cigarette before we get out of here.
Ethan said Andrew wanted me to tell y'all hi. He's busy right now. Does he want us to wave at him too?
Is that Andrew?
I don't know. He just said Andrew wanted me to tell y'all hi. He's busy right now. So I don't know.
No, I think he's talking about the other Andrew. Cortez. That's fun. That's fun. Well, yeah, I mean, I would too, but like, definitely with them small ones, like, that's not a meal. Not for a fucking man, you know? I need a fucking meal. I need some food. I only eat once a day. Like, can't have a fucking hungry man. That's for a fucking hungry boy. Like, as a kid, I looked at that like I had a lot of fucking food. Now, like, can I get two? Like,
Well, how many did she buy?
well, she's like yesterday and today, like she just popped them in the oven. She didn't say nothing, so she just popped two in, like one for each of us.
You should know what you just said is what are you going to eat?
What'd you make for you? Yeah, she doesn't eat that like processed shit. Like, and I've just been trying to fucking think of things that we could eat on a budget and things that are quick that don't really take much preparation or anything.
Yeah, those Stouffer's lasagnas are good. We had those. But that's like 2 nights worth of dinner.
Yeah, you just pop it in the oven. Like you don't gotta fucking do
And
nothing.
get a box of those breadsticks that you pop in the oven with them.
Hmm.
They're like garlic breadsticks. Fucking good.
Yeah, she never ate any of that frozen shit out of a box. If you look at my freezer, it's just meat and fries. Meat and fries. That's it. Who's all in here still? Say hi.
Hello. Dude, those mangoes are good.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. That's weird.
Should have got 2 things on me.
I never saw that. Like they don't sell that. Like, are you getting it like in the ethnic section or something like that?
But it looks like that. It's like where you would get your fruits and vegetables.
'Cause we got those things like mangoes, fresh mangoes and shit, but it never comes with no fucking seasoning.
Well, go, but you can buy the seasoning separately.
Yeah. I always see these people selling shit like that on fucking Facebook too, like freeze dried potatoes. Freeze dry like pineapples with that some kind of sriracha or some shit all over it. Yeah. This doesn't sound like a good combination of flavors.
It is. Surprise. That's what I learned today.
Next time my fucking coworker got a bowl of fruit and a fucking hot sauce out, I'm gonna have to take a bite. Like, dude, this guy, he'll have a bottle of fucking Texas Pete and an apple. He takes a bite of the apple and then fills that bite with hot sauce and takes his next bite. He thinks eating fruit by itself is gay. Hey, you eat strawberries? You're gay. Yeah, you gotta put hot sauce on it. What's up, Margaret? You go to a bodega in town, you can get mangoes for seasoning. Yeah, I bet. Sounds like a Latino thing.
Hey, Margaret.
Like getting the fruit bowls. Yeah. I usually that's what I get for lunch every day, usually. Some pineapples or mangoes or watermelon chunks.
Yeah, fresh mangoes and that Tajin or whatever sauce it is. Tajin, Cajun. Good shit. Cayenne. However you pronounce that Mexican shit.
I saw this shit. I definitely want to try though. I don't know what they all mixed in it, but it was like Kool-Aid and like pineapple juice and whatever. Probably added sugar and shit. And then they soaked these fucking pineapple chunks in it. And that looks so fucking good. Like grape pineapple or fucking blue raspberry pineapple. That shit looked good. You freeze watermelon chunks and eat them like that. That'd probably be nice on a hot day.
Yeah. I like frozen blueberries. I didn't know you could freeze blueberries.
It sounds like the texture would be a little weird.
They, it's they melt in your like they melt in your mouth because they're made mostly water, right?
Yeah.
So it's like little balls of ice. They melt in your mouth and then they taste like blueberry. They're pretty fucking good.
I used to love blueberries, but I don't like most blueberries. Like if he gets blueberries, I'll pick through all of them. Find just the sweet ones.
How do you know they're sweet?
Usually the smaller ones, they're darker color and they're more firm. Any berries, if it's like soft, I ain't eating that shit. They gotta be
That's
firm.
another. It's another reason why you freeze them. You don't
Yeah.
waste them.
Like we get blackberries. She doesn't eat them. I like blackberries, but like I have to tell her all the time, you have to look at those things. Like make sure they're fucking fresh and firm. Because right when they get soft and mushy, like I ain't eating them, and you don't eat them, so we just waste.
I like taking blackberries and filling a bowl and with milk with them and eating them like that. Like black raspberry types, like wild berries like that. You're talking about like raspberries and shit with a little
Yeah.
bit of sugar on it too. A little bit of sugar like it's a cereal. Fuck yeah, dude. We used to go wild berry hunting when we were younger with my grandmother. We would get fucking buckets of fucking wild
When's the last
raspberry.
time? When's the last time you did it?
Did what? Ate shit like that?
Raspberry soup.
Probably like 10 years ago, probably. It's like cereal, dude. And then afterwards, the milk is all black because of the berry juice, and it tastes like berries.
We used to go to this place. I forget what it's called.
That's how you make ice cream too. You throw it in the heavy cream with fucking berries, and yeah, make ice cream.
And we should. That's a good point. We should make something with them when I don't want them, because you can make a lot of things with blackberries. But there's this
Make
orchard.
jellies, ice cream. Ice cream's the best thing to do with them because it's fucking any type of like berry, like raspberry or wild berry. It's fucking great.
You don't even
ice
have
cream.
to make the ice cream from scratch. Just go get some vanilla ice cream. I can
Yeah.
mix that shit up in there.
Good.
Yeah, we used to have this fucking You Pick It orchard. I forget what it was called, but
What's
you
up,
go
Jack?
you get to fill up baskets with like either blueberries or raspberries, whatever's in season, or like they had apples and plums and shit. But that was always fun walking through there picking blueberries. 'Cause it's like you pay for whatever basket you get, but you get like 3 times that because you're eating them the whole time.
Like we'd always pick them for free. My grandmother we'd just get in the truck with Granny and we'd ride around and see them alongside the road. If they were as long as they were crossing on the other side of the fence, you could pick them. Don't reach over the fence and pick from that side. Anything on this side of the fence, you can pick.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. We go up to like whenever we'd see wild berry, like or like farms where people were like if they were hanging over the fence, we'd pick them. We get tons of them, dude.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to fucking make her own jellies and jams and shit.
What's up, Jack? Yeah. Wonder if they still have that orchard out there. Anywho, what do you got going on the rest of the evening?
Probably just relaxing. I got to go clean up my garden of all the weeds I pulled. Might pull a couple more weeds. I don't know. Before the rain gets here.
Take some new pictures of the plants.
Got the one's budding.
Really?
Yeah. Real small buds just started budding like this week.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna go eat my hungry man.
All right,
Hey,
brother. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Fire and hope.
Later.
Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420 fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire in the hole.